Hello, Professor Mills. This is my presentation on obsessive compulsive disorder, also known as OCD. I feel like OCD is a pretty stigmatized disorder because even when I was in elementary school, I would hear people say, "Oh, I'm OCD." So with that being said, I feel like it's a very misunderstood disorder. People with OCD have compulsions, but those are caused by obsessions. And an obsession could be defined as a recurrent intrusive thought, and compulsions are actions to reduce the anxiety from this obsessive thought. Some very popular and common compulsions that are effects of obsessions are cleaning. You might clean, if you're a germaphobe, you might clean the dining room table 6 times a day. And it's in your brain that you got to do it or you're going to get COVID or cancer or something. Checking things, like you might check the stove 5 times before you leave to make sure that it's still on. And then once you go start your car, come back in and check it again to make sure that you don't, because you're so afraid that you might burn the house down. Maybe when you're a child that it might induce from some trauma. Maybe your childhood home did burn down, so now you have OCD over the stove being on, so you check it 6 times. Repeating actions, so the repetitive nature of checking and cleaning. You clean the dining room table 6 times. You check the stove 6 times. Arranging things. You might be you might have to arrange things in a hyper organized way, or you feel like you have your obsession as that you will not be able to find stuff, and then you might induce a panic state because you can't find something or it's disorganized. That's an example of arranging things. Just generalized mental rituals are other signs, are other compulsions, like I said, that are reactant to obsessions. Some of the causes of OCD really the main root cause is very unknown. A lot of it is genetics. A lot of it is environmental, like I said. I would say that it's probably a combination of both. People with OCD have extra serotonin in their brain, and that I think causes that extra hyper attention to detail, obsession over something that leads to a compulsion. So also in identical twins, OCD is much more common. The DSM-5 criteria says that you must have obsessions, compulsions, or both symptoms to qualify for OCD. Your compulsions have to be time-consuming in a way that changes your life. Like, you might be late to work because you're cleaning the stove so much. They cannot be physiological effects of a substance, and they cannot be better explained by another disorder. Now, there are a couple ways of treatment that we have for OCD. We can go the psychotherapy route or the medication route. Medications are typically used for way more severe cases and probably specialized cases, even that would be probably diagnosed by a psychiatrist, but some of the medications that you can take are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, and those help a lot. Or the most popular form of treatment is psychotherapy, cognitive behavior therapy, and specifically to cognitive behavior therapy, expose and response therapy has been proven to help obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. Again, thank you, Professor Mills, for listening to this presentation. I'm just going to briefly touch back what OCD is. It's a compulsion, a ritual that is caused by an obsession. Again, thank you.